Take 8 or 80, I don't remember. Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brother Lee. Welcome to my channel. I want to thank you all for watching, liking, and commenting on my previous video. It was my first video ever, so thank you very much. And thank you for subscribing as well. I love you. It means a lot to me, you know. China has opened up a lot more these days by offering the visa-free policy to many countries now. And you might be very tempting or actually planning on visiting China. So if you're doing that, let me give you a virtual high five. Congratulations, and please do come. And if you are thinking about visiting Shanghai and perhaps you may want to include a Watertown, you've heard a lot about it, you want to see it, we're going to do one today, right? This particular Watertown that is within the Shanghai city border, and it's about 2 hours of transportation, and we will be taking advantage of the public transportation from where I am to get to where we need to get off. We need to transfer at least once, right? That's for me, depends on where you're staying in town, right? For me, I will be taking line 10 to get to Shanghai Hongqiao Railway Station. That's where my line ends. It's also for line 2 as well if you're coming from somewhere else in town, right? So line 10 and line 2, we need to take and transfer to line 17, and we need to get off at a station called Dongfang Luzhou. Dongfang Luzhou. There's an English name as well. It's called Oriental Land. Oriental Land. Yeah. Then you might be like, you're looking at the metro map, you're like, wait a minute, Lee, there is a station just before Oriental Land, which is called Zhujiajiao. And you've heard, or maybe on your research, you're like, maybe, Zhujiajiao is also Watertown. Why don't we go over there? Now, we're not going over there. Zhujiajiao is famous, it's well maintained, but because of its fame, there are a lot of people going there too, right? It's also summer, so it's summer break for a lot of kids as well. Let's avoid that. I don't want to see crowds when I travel, so here we go. So we will get off at Oriental Land, and then we will take a taxi or just call a car from over there to where we need to go, right? If you haven't, please do it now. It's an app called Didi. It's the Chinese taxi or car hauling app. You will need that. It comes in very handy when you visit here, right? From over there, it's about 15 minutes of a ride. Oh, I forgot to mention, the metro itself, it's about an hour and a half. The car is not 15, sorry. It's 20 to 30, depends on traffic. There shouldn't be any big traffic going on. So in total, it's about 2 hours, and we will get to where we're gonna go, right? Just follow me, and we will see what's going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally, after an hour and a half of a metro ride and around 15 minutes of a taxi drive, we finally got drop off at the Jinze Ancient Town Tourist Center, which is right over there behind me. There's a big parking lot as well, but right now I'm standing in the shade so I can get some less of a sunlight. It's really hot right now in Shanghai, especially July and August. It's the sauna season. It's for real. If you want to be here during this time, be brave. But today, as we mentioned early on, we want to come to a ancient town, a Watertown that is less traveled and also lesser known to many travelers, including myself. I was here last time. That was about 2 years ago or so, to shoot a portrait shoot for a couple who are getting engaged, right? So last time I wasn't having enough time to explore. So today, through my POV, you'll be able to see what the town is like. And the town has been listed as a tourist site, I think maybe 2 years ago. I need to check the date and the time, but you can see right in front of the tourist center, I mean, by the side of the tourist center, you have a map really well laid out where you can visit and see. I think our first stop is the Yihao Tan Temple, but Zen is the Japanese pronunciation, right? Tan is the Chinese version of it. So Yihao Tan Shi. So we're gonna go from here and take a look what's in there. And also I'm getting really hungry, so I may get some food along the way in the very beginning of our journey. So follow my point of view, POV. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and bring lots of sunscreen and sunglasses. And if you're both like me, get your hat. So I have come into this highly rated restaurant in Jinze area. It's called Zhuangyuan Lou, and it's the first rank on Dianping. It's a Chinese app for restaurants and places alike. And I came in here because, of course, it's really hot outside, so it's nice to have a little break before I continue my our journey. So I've ordered the first top one dish here, which is a bai jie ji. It's a white cut chicken. Usually it's marinating in salt, and then when they cook it, they will just boil it in hot water usually, and then when it cools down, they will cut it like what we see right now, right? And the dipping sauce right over here is with soy sauce, with ginger, and also with green onions as well. It's pretty good. I've tried it already. And also on my left, we have wild rice stem. It's Manchurian wild rice. I mess it up so many times. Wild rice stem. It's a stem from the wild rice. It's called jiaobai. So this version is fried version of it, and it's youmen jiaobai. When I taste it, the sauce is on the sweeter end. It's pretty crunchy and fresh. I love it. And every time I come to a Watertown, I will pick this as one of my favorite dishes. And let's give this a try as well. It's the bai jie ji. It's the white cut chicken. Let's try it. The skin is pretty spongy and chewy, but not like it doesn't break. It's really nice texture difference between the meat and the skin. Well, by the way, I didn't order rice because there's a lot of food for one person. So next time when I come visit anywhere, I think I'll invite someone else to join me too. And on my right, we have snowflake beer. Snowflake beer is produced throughout China, but it's from Shenyang in Dongbei. And its origin is with Japanese brewery, if I remember correctly. But nowadays, it's a what do you call it? It's a joint venture between SAB Miller and also China Resource Enterprise. It's a lager and it's only with 4.7% of alcohol content, so it's pretty light. It's considered on the higher end of the in terms of alcohol content in Chinese beer, but it's also the most consumed beer in China here. So, cheers. Much needed for the summer. Well, let me work on the food. I don't want you to hear me chew. And then right after I'm done, and we're gonna chill here for a little bit before we head out again because it's really, really hot, sizzling hot. Okay. I don't know if I would mention in the beginning of the video, in the intro, but I would say that even though it is hot right now, I'm not gonna go and compare the one that is nearby, the Watertown that's nearby, that's called Zhujiajiao Watertown. That one was, every time I visit, is bombarded with people. So that's not what I want. So that's why I wanted to come over here. Ooh, there's a little kitty here. I don't know if you see. Eat, kitty, kitty. But I don't know if you can see here. The traditional Watertown is something like this. Really, people live here. People, work here. People make a living out of here. Really, that's it. The water is relatively good here. I can actually see. I'm gonna turn over here and go down. No, go down, please. I don't know if you can see, but there are actually seaweed and also fish. And I'm gonna use the plural form of fish here. Fishes. Don't tell me school of fish. Screw that. It's called fishes. I'm gonna change that. How's that? Anywho, it's coming back. Okay. Yes, it's called fishes, not school of fish. Don't tell me that. I'm gonna change that. All right, flipping the point of view, we're gonna continue walk down this way. People still live on the right hand side over here, right? And also there are stairs around here. I'm gonna pull it down to go down to take get on the boat, or if you want to wash your laundry or whatever that is. It's so bright, the contrast. I can't see my screen, but I hope you can see some fishes down here. But if not, well, let me see if I can do it in the post. Anywho, let's move up again. Oh no, not me! Well, if you want to see me, hi. Let's continue this way, and we're gonna walk along this side of the river, and then we're gonna come back this way and see what's up. All right. So what happened from the last video was that my phone stopped recording midway. It's telling me that the device is too hot. I'm gonna shut it down. Well, they shut down the recording process, so I wasn't able to show you along the way a little bit. But since I saw that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop here a little bit and leave the phone in the shade so it's not too hot under the sun, so I can keep recording and tell you and share with you what is it that I wanted to share with you in the Watertown, right? As you can see, maybe you can hear in the background noise as well. You hear the ziliao, the cicadas, perhaps, and occasionally maybe people conversing, but there are actually people who live here, right? So what I want to point out is very simple, is that, if you are visiting Shanghai and wanted to see a water town, don't go to any of those highly listed, from other guidebook or whatever that is, right? Wherever you see your information when you do your research, because those are well known for sure, and they're well maintained. However, because of their fame, there are also a lot of people there, especially summer. It's a summer break, a lot of kids going on. I'm not sure if you want to see that. Really, I don't. I personally want a peace of mind, because when I go out and visit a place, travel, I want to be, well, if I travel by myself, right? I want to be by myself, really, and not with other people, or trying to line up to climb a mountain for hours on end, That's not a travel experience. This is. Look at the water. Look at the blue sky. Look at the people who actually live here. I mean, houses. I don't see anybody here, which is good, really. Come on, man. I mean, and women, boys and girls. This is what a water town is all about. It's about the water. It's about the town itself, not any of the traps, not any of the hours of waiting in line, not any of the scams or any of the traps that ask you to pay money, right? Really, when you come in here, it's free admission. For me to get here, first is the metro ride from where I live in town, or wherever you stay in town. The taxi ride from Oriental Land to here, it was 51 RMB, I think. But the drive is actually nice. I put my destination pin to the bus stop where I need to get off, but he actually suggested I will bring you into the town, right? And then that's where I started recording. That's the tourist center, right? Which is nice. So I skipped some walking in the blazing sun, so that's quite nice. Really, I think coming in here, based on my last experience as well, I don't see any other tourists along the way. Maybe it's because it's too hot, but also maybe because it's not well known yet. So guys, boys and girls, big kids, small kids, if you're planning on visiting Shanghai and want to see a water town as it is, not transform into any of the touristy spot, come over here. Though it's conflicting for me to advertise this place, not that I'm sponsored, but really, on one hand, I don't want to share this. On the other hand, I hate to see you guys going to any of the tourist hot spot under the hot sun, waiting hours just to see people. Look at over here, man. So come here and see it. Don't tell anybody I said it. So it's an open secret, right? So for you who saw this video, for those who are watching this video, keep it to yourself, right? Bring your family when you're planning for your trip to Shanghai. It is within 2 hours of reach. 2 hours of reach in the center of Shanghai. Plan it for a half-day trip over here. Start early. Don't be like me. I got here around 12. I got really hungry, so I got food first. But get here a little earlier, maybe around like 9 o'clock, 9:30, so you can walk for an hour also. Maybe then you say, you know what else, Lee? Well, afterwards, if we have time, we're gonna go to this wetland park that's not far from here, and also there is a Lotus Lake Village. Supposedly we can see some lotus blossom because that's the season, right? July and August. So hopefully we can do that and see some of that. So then this route, I should say, is complete. So you can come over here to see the village, see the Watertown, and then go see the village and see some of the nature part of Shanghai. Shanghai is known for its cityscape, but there are also, like, far away from the city center, there are actually nature. You can get a piece of that as well. Hopefully this will complete your your picture of Shanghai or China, right? So that you can get a good sense of what the village is like, the city is like, the Watertown is like, the nature is like, right? So yeah, that's my hope. That's really my hope, is to share more of this type of things with you guys. So without further ado, I think the phone is cool enough for me to record other stuff. I'm not gonna keep recording along the way, but when I see something interesting, I will record that and maybe do a voiceover in the post. How's that? Well, you have no choice. Follow me. Hee-haw! Look at this, guys. I can't believe in a summer holiday that really I don't see any other tourists. Occasionally, one or two, a couple, maybe a family, but really, there's really nothing going on, which is perfect. But I do have bad news to tell you guys, and the good news. The bad news is that I don't think I have enough time to go visit the wetland park. I think it's called 清溪郊野公园. Translated would be Qingpu, West Qingpu suburb or outdoor. Wow, maybe suburb is better. Suburb park, wetland park, right? That's what essentially it is. And also the Lotus Lake Village, because the park closed at 4:30. It's right now 4:27. I think if I were to be here a little earlier, maybe I can make it to all three places, but right now I cannot. But fortunately, the good news is that I can spend more time here, take my time to really absorb and pretend, maybe, like I live here in this Watertown. Just look at it. Imagine the sunset, right? Having a pictures right here. Having a picture, not pictures. Having pictures here. Anywho, so yeah, those are the news and updates I want to share with you. So maybe next time I will go to the wetland park and the Lotus Lake Village, Lianhuchun. Next time, maybe with my friends. It might be better to share food, right? But for now, let's enjoy over here. How's that?